Yes, questions. A lot of you will be wondering what we have just showed you now. You have watched the celebration coming from the north. But let me shock you. Do you know where it's coming from? From the hometown of the former president of Nigeria, Buhari, Daura, in Katsina State. I know you'll be surprised exactly the way I am surprised. So what is that thing that makes them to be celebrating that the former president is dead from his own hometown? And a lot of questions have been coming, and we have a lot to share and analyze in this channel at this moment. But if this is your first time of watching, I would like you to subscribe, turn on your notification button so that whenever we drop a banger like this, you'll be able to be the first to get your notifications. So Mr. Real One, I don't know if you're shocked and surprised as I am. Celebration in the hometown of Buhari. What would you have to say about this? Because I'm really surprised. And people viewing will be curious to know and hear your opinion. What's your opinion on this?
Thanks for having me on this wonderful channel. The best possible channel for politics, for sports, for entertainment and everything. Politics, this is the best channel for that. First things first, the Igbos are vindicated by this. If you are watching, drop your comments. Let me know what you are thinking, what I want to say now.
The Igbos are vindicated.
God has vindicated the Igbos. What do I mean? It's being said that it is the Igbo people that we are celebrating Buhari's death. It's being said that the Igbos are the enemies of Muhammadu Buhari. What can you say now after you have watched the video where in Buhari's hometown people were celebrating? Yes, now. So that's how it is. I've always maintained and I always say it that Nigeria's unity is a fallacy. We are not one. We were never meant to be one, and we can never be one.
It's a fallacy.
It is a fallacy. Nigeria's unity is a fallacy, a complete fallacy. We can never be one. No matter how you try, no matter how you try to make yourself happy, no matter how you try to speak the English, no matter the prayer. Look at the prayers. It means that prayers are not the problem. You have been praying to God for how many years over this country? What has changed? Because we are not one. The Bible simply says, can two work together except they agree? We are not one. I'm from Abeokuta, Ogun State. What do I have in connection with Ikechukwu from Onitsha, Anambra State? What do I have in common with Danjuma from Tambuwal, Sokoto State? We don't have the same thing in common. Yes, as a Christian, you try to let there be peace and love, but then there must be a common factor that unites the people. We are not one. That's why when anything happens, you want to blame one other group or the other. The Igbos have been blamed for insulting Buhari, for mocking him. Okay, now look at it. Lo and behold, celebrations in the north over the death of Muhammadu Buhari, where he came from, his hometown, in Kano, in different parts of the north. People are celebrating his death. Again, for various reasons. And as I said, if you are watching now, drop your comments, like and share. Now, let's look at it. There are two main branches in Islam. For example, you have in Christianity, Catholic and Protestant, Anglican. Islam have two main branches, Sunni and Shia. If you go traditionally, Sunni, majorly Saudi Arabia, Shiite, Iran. But Sunnis are the major Muslims. Over 75% of Muslims are Sunni. Same thing in the north, in Nigeria. Buhari is a Sunni Muslim. Many of them ever fire like that. But you saw what Buhari did to the leader of Shiite, El Zakzaki. Now, am I saying what El Zakzaki did, what he did when he was a leader then? I'm not justifying it, but we saw what happened to the Shiites. The crackdown that happened to them. So ordinarily, they want to celebrate. It was Buhari that said the Igbos are a dot in the nation. That's what he called them. He called them 5%.
Buhari said that.
Yes, he said that. But now, you are no longer alive. I always tell our leaders, if you are alive, okay, look at it. If you say that people hate Buhari because he's from the north, Yaga is from the north, or from Katsina. Yaradua was from the same state as Buhari. A Muslim from the north and the same state, Katsina, like Buhari. When Yaradua died, was it the same feelings? Was it the same outcry? Was it the same emotion? Was it the same words? Were there words of blessings or curses for Yaradua? Remember the man that took 75 naira, I think about fuel price was 65 naira. That's the only president that we had that never increased fuel price. Yaradua never did it. Yaradua was the first president who declares asset openly. Yaradua did that. I always tell most of you, if somebody say, oh, I'm a man of integrity, I'm not a thief, it's a lie. If you're a man of integrity, you are not going to say it. People will say it on your behalf. Yaradua never claimed integrity. But in his lifetime, in his attribute, he was the first ever Nigerian governor to do it. The first ever Nigerian president to do the same thing again. Declaration of assets publicly. This is what I have, this is my money. Now, Yaradua did that. Buhari that claimed man of integrity, he did not do it. They have died. Was it the same outcry? The Igbos caused Yaradua. We had celebrations in the north when Yaradua died. This should serve as a lesson to all our leaders. When I said God has vindicated the Igbos, God has vindicated them. They call it, is it Chukwu Kiki Abiyama? That's what they used to call it. They say Chukwu Kiki Abiyama. God has found a way to say, yes, you are not there because you over celebrated. I'm in from the north. In his hometown, there were celebrations on the death of Buhari. Yes, sir. Funny enough, and I always tell our leaders, when you are in a position of power, many sycophants are good. Not even leaders. If you're a rich person today, be careful of sycophants. If you're a rich person today, sycophants, they will find a way to gather around you to be praising you. Even that we're praising Buhari there now that he died, they're not considering him that he was a bad leader. But when he was there, when you were working under him, you could not tell him what I'm going to eat. You know, in Nigeria, I always say it. Give some people 2 bottles of beer and pepper soup. The brain is gone. They need to know some amount of money. Just give them money. In my language, they say Allah Tenujen. That's psychophancy. That's the bane of Nigerian people. Psychophancy. Atenujen. Just give them something to eat. They have forgotten everything. They can praise you. They can immediately you go. They start mocking you. That's the same thing. So our leaders now, they should think. Aftermath of Buhari's death, this is as a lesson that life, you are not God. One day, you are going to die. Now Buhari is dead. Look at it. They are from the same state. And I say there's people that will die today. There will be celebrations. Some will die. People are going to mourn. We will mourn for Yaradua in this country. But Buhari now, who is mourning? Okay, who is mourning for Buhari? You understand? But if you are mourning, we don't know. But how many people are mourning? That's the question. How many people are really mourning the death of Buhari? They are talking about the economy, the security of the country. So-called Fulani F-men. Look at what happened in Ondo State. We know people that said an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the north. People said this. Monkeys and baboons will be shed, they will be soaked in blood. Now, so because in Malawi, in a short while, you think that you have a very long life. It's a lie. It's in a short while. Now he has gone. So this is as a lesson. If you're a person of power, just do good. It's not easy, we know. But you remember fondly. You hear say Muri, as Muritala, Muri. In Lagos here, Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, just do. Awolowo, just do something. Do. Amadu Bello, do something. In Nigeria here, the Gezi of Africa, But you go to eastern part of Nigeria, oh, they tell you, Dimodume Gojuku, Samaka Okpara, they have done something. So when you do something, in your different, not even about politics, in your different field, oh, Fela, oh, Ashidi Ekini, oh, you hear names. You just do something. Oh, the Tiger, the box, different names that, who have made their country, who have done something good. Why they are like, it's not about politics. Anywhere you are, if they make you a leader, you cannot lead, say you cannot lead. If you're a leader, try and make your citizens happy. So, why is that? Celebrating, that's their problem. But then, others should learn. The incubators should learn. The governor should learn. The senator should learn. House of Rep members should learn. Just learn. These so-called praise singers are the problem why things are not working in this country. They will tell you, oh, you are doing well. And just you also praise you to collect money. After everything, they are going to mock you. Go and look at some comments now. They are going to mock this man. But while he was alive, they were defending him. They were working for him. They're telling him, oh, you are the best. You are the best after everything. You are the God. Oh, people are jealous of you. People don't love you. People. Now, he just died how many days ago? Go and look at.
What is the man wey say make dem shoot all our people for Lagos for Lekki toll gate don die o. Do good o. Àwọn tí àwọn ọlọ́run náà lọ́ máa bá ọlọ́run àkútúkù yín lọ́nà ọ̀run. Sí o, na the man order o. Tinubu kọ́ ló ṣẹ̀ wá o, Buhari ló order o. Ṣé gbọ́? Buhari ló order pizza. Ìyá ọ̀dọ̀, wọ́n ti kú, wọ́n ti lọ. And the man don die, that's how they president tètè. They say that they lie ni. That they fake us. Me Nigeria no go happen to me o. And if I see me, Nigeria no go happen to you. Up Chelsea, up Chelsea.
So in Nigerian law, in Nigerian context, is against the law. I'm talking about because we saw him with the gun and everything. But what's important is that he found a way to defend these people and chase those people out from because that place is ancestral place. The next thing we heard that they said we're looking for him and everything, and according to him, they tried to kill him. It was the same thing that happened to Kano. The man has been in the accident for a long time. Jonathan left him until you came, and there was court injunction. Yes, he went to his family's home and everything. Almost everybody died, and we saw how the armed men were still operating in southern part of Nigeria, even till now. So this man is now saying that God has vindicated me. You that want to kill me, you are the same thing. Portable said something similar too. The musician, the Portable. You understand? So all these things are pointers to the fact that we are not one in this country. Nigeria is not one. We don't have the same culture, the same language, the same religion, and the same. Even in the same religion, we are not the same. A Yoruba Muslim is different from another Muslim. A Yoruba Muslim, you're going to see it. He can eat Christmas food. He can eat everything. He can even marry a Christian, like example, the president of Nigeria.
But they're all Muslims.
Yes. But Ahmed Tinubu is a Muslim, as we know. But his wife is a Christian. Some of the children are. So that's what Yoruba Muslim does. When it comes to religion, Yoruba Muslims are liberal. We cannot compare that same person to another Muslim in the same religion. That even in some places, some Northerners will not. I'm using some here. Will not want to pray behind a Yoruba Muslim because they don't see him as a real Muslim enough. They have heard stories in the north where they are killing Christians. They even sometimes Yoruba Muslims also. They say we are not a real Muslim. Imagine the same religion. So what does that tell you? That we are not one in religion, we are not one in culture. Something must bind people together. Nothing binds us together as Nigerians. We cannot deceive ourselves. Nothing. If this okay, when Buhari became president, look at the security architecture. All of them were majorly from the north. You understand? So such a man, you're a president, a father of a nation. You said, no, these people are a dot in a nation. You say you are going to, they give you only 5% of votes. You are not a president of the Fulani, not a president of Yoruba, president of the Igbos. You are the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All of us, you are supposed to be our president. But was Buhari Nigeria president? Ask yourself. Everywhere Fulani were coming, nothing you can, there's not, you cry, nothing. Men of God shouted, nothing happened. And you know what it took for you to become a president. You were crying. It took Tinubu, they call it our political sagacity. That's the problem there. Okay, join other vote with some Yoruba votes. Because he has been winning the North for a long time, but people see him as somebody that this man is a fanatic. But then packaging and everything, and the coalition, everybody collapsed their structures. ACN did, even new PDP did, new function of Abga led by Kocha did, ANPP did, CPC did. They formed the APC. That was how they were able to wrestle power from Goodluck Jonathan, and we knew the shenanigans there. We knew in this country, where under Jonathan things were still quite alright. People were going to dance in Ojota, disgracing themselves. They were dancing in Ojota then under Jonathan. This man is a weakling. Oh, Jonathan is he no get sense. Now Mumu, they did go. This one came that does not get any go. Look at how he did the economy. Look at how he governed the nation. Look at Nigeria's rating. Nigeria became the world headquarters of poverty under Buhari. It's a fact. Nigeria overtook India as a world headquarters of poverty under Buhari. Everything was just going south under him. Everything. All the gains that we have gained as a nation under Jonathan, which made Nigeria number one economy in Africa. These are facts. These are not sentiment. Look at the team that Jonathan has assembled as ministers. Because when you are a president, you are supposed to be fair. You are supposed to treat people on competence, capacity, and character. But when you came, look at people, look at how. You know, so I said it the other time that people like that are not supposed to be even headmaster of a school. It's a fact. People like that, there are some people that became president in this country are not supposed to be headmaster of a school. But when you come to, because we are not one, so you are different. So when now sentiment now comes in, I want to vote my tribe, even though if he's a foolish man. As long as it's my tribe, let me be there. Even if I'm hungry, as long as my tribe is the president, thank God. Even if I cannot afford medical bills, as long as I am seeing my tribe man as the president, thank God. Even so, that meant because you are not one. That meant that, but assuming there's a regional system like under Awolowo, that was Yoruba's golden age, or the country is not one, then you are going to choose the best among yourselves. I told the other, I said there is no way. You know this wise educational qualification and everything. There is no way the North will not be part of Nigeria, and you want to vote for this man. I told them, I'm sorry to say, there is no way that you never vote for Buhari if assuming Nigeria is not one. But you vote for him because he's your man. Until as at last year, I was talking to a Hausa man there at the bus stop. I said, be sincere. He said you are a Muslim. Between Buhari's government and Jonathan's government, which one was better? He said it is Jonathan's government. And I told him that if election comes today, Buhari come now, he said, I'm still going to vote for my brother. He said it. And no matter how he suffers, I must vote for my brother. That is it. Because we are not one. So, Sunday Igboho, what he's saying, God has vindicated him. That's it. God has vindicated him. But then, this should serve as a lesson. But the problem is that our leaders, they don't learn a lesson. And again, before I go, I'm looking at the fact that I asked this question. Is Nigeria a burial ground for our elite? This question should be asked, and we should talk about it always. When
a lot of people like to understand, what do you mean? Is Nigeria a burial ground? Because I don't understand as well.
It's a burial ground in sense that, number one, when you are elected as any position of power, at least, the next thing you do is to find a way to bring your children, you take them abroad. Some of them, they are buying houses abroad at astronomical rates. Some of them have houses that, even though some even buy house for girlfriend. I'm talking about girlfriend, buy house for girlfriend. That's why you see, I just pity for people like us, many of us that are hardworking youth. You are toasting a girl. The best way they toast, as you are hustling legitimately, she's being funded by a politician. So you cannot give her 20,000, but you can give her 500,000 for her. You understand? A girl who is a dollar He's putting Brazilian hair 500,000 on an empty brain. That's where we find ourselves in Nigeria. A foolish girl. So because they are being sponsored. So it's the same thing as now they beat us up. They beat us with their girlfriends. They beat us everywhere. If they are Muslims, they go to Mecca. In Saudi Arabia, if they are Christian, they go to Jerusalem. In Israel, anywhere. Their children go to school in UK, the best schools. Some of them after they retire, like you see, like what happened to Buhari, they go and stay in UK. They build I'm talking about hospital. They build after how many years of being president, cannot build hospital in Nigeria. You still go to UK for medical attention. After everything, wasting all our money, everything, when you die, they now come to bury you in Nigeria. So it's a salient question. Is Nigeria only good to be a burial ground? Can't Nigeria be good? You are going to Dubai and see. As at 30 years ago, Dubai was a desert. Some people don't know these things. I must always educate them. As at 30 years ago, Dubai was a desert. How in just 30 years? The same oil money. Yakubu Gowon said, Yakubu was the youngest. He was a bachelor when he was a military head of state. A bachelor. He did his wedding at CMS in Lagos here. He said, Nigeria has money, but we don't know what to do with it. He said, imagine. Because then oil money, said, in Nigeria, we have money, but we don't know what to do with it. That's a very big problem. Look at the kind of leaders that you're having. There's a there. So, the money, you need to do. The only thing you come to do, you come to, after running away to London and the US, now come to bury you in Nigeria. They're not going to put you in one kind of a, how do I put it, like a cargo something. A president of a country, former president in a cargo. How many leaders of the world have ever died in this country? But at the time, Saudi Arabia, the Arabia people, Saudi Arabia, they come to UCH in Ibadan for medical treatment in the early 60s. People don't read history, they don't know, they don't want to know. UCH in Ibadan there, people from Saudi Arabia, the royal family, they came to treat themselves. How did we get here? At the time, Malaysia came to the old Benden states, Benin and Delta, to collect palm kernel seedings. Today, Malaysia is now exporting oil even to this country. You see, that's the power of leadership. But then, education again in Nigeria